We don't talk about it much, but at least for me, probably about 85% of my hunt is scouting, 10% is the actual stalk and kill, and 5% is the aftermath. And carpe sus. Well, with Ben's keen eye, we've spotted some hogs here on the second property of the night. And they are out there in another field 2 fences away from where we are, so we've got to cross a couple fences. What we're going to do is actually come around from the opposite direction to make the approach on these hogs. And after making a partially blind stalk, we finally found the hogs again. And tonight I'm going to be shooting my Lone Star Armory TX-15 multi-purpose carbine enhanced in 6.5 Grendel, through which I'll be shooting some Nosler ballistic tip 120 grain bullets, loaded by Druid Hill Armory in the Starline brass. Now Ben's coming online. We're both shooting bearing optics. I've got a Super Yoder, he's got a Super Hogster. And he's going to be shooting a 243 Winchester with one of the SST 95 grain bullets that he's hand loaded.
Okay.
We have now selected our hogs.
Shoot ready? 3, 2, 1.
2 hogs are down. I may or may not have connected with the runner. And we don't find that runner.
Oh, got a mover.
It's behind a rock. Nice.
Ben's hog was lifting its head, so it got another shot that ended up spining it and finishing it off. We came away with 2 hogs, 130 pounds and 135, both Boars.
Brass Catcher by Tactical Brass Recovery.
And then it's back to more scouting. This time I spied the hog, and Ben decided that he was going to follow me with the Nocpix Vista and just document the video from a third-party perspective.
300 yards away.
So we're starting off our stalk at a little over 300 yards. The boar is directly across the pasture, actually in the next field. And as we go walking out, looks like we've got a clear line straight to the boar. And this happens. These were bedded cattle that took notice of us and are now following us around the field, and they're not doing so quietly or calmly. Everywhere they move, they're trotting or running. And you can't hear it, but there's a boar in the background that's who is not happy. So I'd like to get it to within about 100 yards or so, but the cows do not help. They make a final charge towards the hog. Even though the hog is on the other side of the fence, he spooks.
He's running.
And he was gone. So, still more scouting. And we eventually find some more hogs hanging out with the cattle in one of the feeding areas.
Pigs are slowly moving off.
And we've basically just gotten out of the truck.
The ones moving away are 190 yards. They're all about 200 yards away.
Once again, Ben is now online. He's going to let me have the close hog. He's going to pick one in the distance. He's picking the one in the distance because it's about at 200 yards, and he is zeroed for 200 yards. So he was waiting for the one in the back to clear.
Okay.
Now it's clear, mine's clear.
You ready?
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
We both connect with our hogs, and both hogs go down after a short run. Ben's at 275 yards, and mine's down at 154 yards.
Go. You're in the distance.
Now he's got a target up on the hill, and I'm not seeing
yeah.
the same targets. But his stops, and he nails it with a through and through shot.
Got a gusher going over the hill. I'm going to try to QC him.
And that's his Running hog. First shot's just over the top.
Just over him.
Second shot was solid. And our last hogs of the night turned out to be 2 140-pound boars and a 160-pound boar. And take a look at Carp Analysis of Trauma Diaries number 77, where we'll be taking a look at 2 of the hogs from the last hunt. Carpe sus, my friends.